What's up, YouTube? Man. So, I don't know if any of y'all, any of the viewers have watched that show, that new Netflix series, Orange is the New Black. That show is awesome. That's like my new favorite show. I can't wait till season 2. And, they were saying that, Donna from that 70s show, I think her name was Laura Pepperon or something. I heard she ain't gonna be in season 2, man, and I loved her character, man. Her character, man, she was hot, and she was a badass at the same time. So it was cool. And I'm kind of curious to see who's gonna be playing her in season 2. I mean, there's a petition that was going around. I signed it. Cause I'm pumped for season 2, man. The season 1 was such a fucking good series. But I don't want to talk about Orange is the New Black, like what I think of it and stuff. There's one certain character that I want to talk about that is that goes with the theme of my channel, and it's that meth head. I don't know her name. She was a meth head though. She had tons of abortions, and she was basically like the chosen one for God in the series. And she got on my fucking nerves, man. Every time something out of her mouth, man, she would always have to say something about God or Jesus. And I'm thinking to myself, why the fuck would God choose your sinning ass to be the one to be the chosen one? Why would he choose a meth head to be the chosen one? It's fucking makes me crack up. But and then see, they even showed the evil within the Bible too. That was awesome. They were talking about the war in Egypt in the Bible in the series, because the meth head was going to attack Alex, the blonde-headed girl. I don't remember her name. I'm really bad with names, but they're going to attack the blonde girl because she was an atheist, and I forget what they called the people in the war, but I remember it was a form of racism for the Christians, because I know it was on anti-religious forums, and I remember them talking about how that was a form of racism and stuff. They called them like Azakai, whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know. It was basically the act of Christians what made it racist. And that was the one where they killed the firstborn sons of Egypt, all their cattle, and the meth head was going by that in order to strike God into this girl by killing her, and that was the plan. And she was really going to do it too. She would leave like little scriptures from that Bible, like she left a scripture on the table, and I was like, I know that scripture. That's the firstborn son of Egypt, because I'd never ever forget that, because that's like the most gruesome shit out of the Bible. I mean, they killed a fucking baby. Who kills a baby? A defenseless baby. Who kills a defenseless baby? But she was going to plan an attack because in the Bible that war happened, and so she was going to do it too in the name of God on this atheist, because her beliefs were different from the meth heads, and the meth head didn't like that. So she went to the Bible and was like, what do I do about this? And she was going to go kill her for having her own beliefs. And that shows fucking evil. That's awesome that they showed that, because a lot of people, you don't hear preachers talking about that shit. Preachers don't say anything about that stuff. See, what preachers do, they usually just look for the most positive context, because they don't want to lose followers. Now, if the preacher were to say, like, I don't know, we killed the firstborn sons of Egypt, killed all their cattle. It was a big, gruesome war. everyone in the crowd would probably be like, oh, that's not very holy, you know. Anyone with a brain would be like, oh, that's not holy. But yeah. So the meth head, you know, she was like, I'm gonna get her. See, this is what happened though. See, I'm going all over the place. But they wanted to make a truce because you see, the meth head got her in lockup. I don't remember what they called it, but they basically lock you in a cell and they never ever let you out. You're basically in there. She got in there because the meth head girl just hated her being atheist and was just trying to find a reason to get her in trouble. Well, whenever she got out of lockup, because they knew that was the wrong idea, she just went to a police officer that hated the blonde girl. And man, I'm just giving y'all spoiler alerts too, but still, you should watch the show. But you know, so she got locked up. When she got out, she only spent 2 days in there, and like it changed her, because like she thought she was never going to get out because the person she was talking to, that girl's been in there for, she lost count of it. She said probably like 4 years or some shit. 4 years in just a lockup, just locked there. They just leave you there. So she was like scared. So when she got out, her girlfriend Donna from that '70s show, hot motherfucker. She's a hot motherfucker in that show. But you know, they were going to plot to get that meth head in psych, which is psychiatric care. You know, they strap you to a table, pump you up with drugs to cure you. And they got her in there because what they did was, this is funny right here. See, the meth head thought she had powers from God. And like, they came in there and they're like, oh, you got powers of God, what did you do? And one of her followers, she only has like 4 other meth heads that are followers of her. And she's like, she cured my headache the other day. And she's like, yeah, I did. And they're like, oh, really? Well, they put a whole plan up around the jail to get her in psych. So one of the girls was like, you ain't got no fucking powers. And she's like, yeah, I do. Well, I tell you what, my leg's been hurting for I don't know how long. And it's really, really annoying to walk around and all this blah, blah, blah. And she's like, okay, come over here and fix it. If you fix it, I'll be a follower. If not, I'm going to kick your ass or something like that. And so she went over there, and whenever she did her little prayer upon her leg, she's like, wow, it worked. See, but what's going on is they're trying to make her think like she's crazy. She's crazy. And that's the plan. And so she healed like a bunch of people. Like there's a homosexual girl who was a lesbian, and she was like, hey, I'm really getting sick and tired of my homosexual thoughts. Can you help me? She cured her too. Cured her. And well, later on they got back at her because they were having you know, where they scare the juvenile kids from growing up to be felons, and they try to scare them away from prison. And so they did that. Well, you know, one of the badass people in the group, a girl in a wheelchair, like one total badass, I guess. And well, she was alone, and the blonde-haired girl told the meth head to go save her, and so she did. And next thing you know is she's like, has the wheelchair girl on the ground, and she's like, I'm gonna save you, I'm gonna save you, bust this girl off this wheelchair, and blah 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 blah. Funny shit. She got sent to psych. And then the blonde-haired girl, of course, she wanted to be the nice girl after hearing bad things about psych. And it's like, man, you're a fucking bitch. That shit annoyed me, because that girl was so annoying. The meth head girl was so, like, oh my gosh, she got that girl in lockup, and she wants to get her out of psych. I wouldn't do that. But you know, well, when it came to the time where she was going to kill the blonde girl ended up killing her, and I was like, yes, I want to see that hypocrite piece of shit die. I mean, seriously, you gonna try to claim Christian and you're a meth head, and you gonna say that you're the chosen one? Come on now, man. That's a good show. Orange is the New Black. Y'all need to go check that show out. It's pretty awesome. I love that show. And I'm pumped for season 2, and I'm pretty sure a bunch of other fans are too. So yeah, check out that show. But I'm hitting the 10-minute mark. So peace.